Make no mistake, we are at war with this government. We are at war with our politicians. We are at war with our media. We've just heard that there's going to be a Christmas lockdown in the south of England, and what is tantamount to a Christmas lockdown right across the board. With just days to spare, yet another announcement at the last minute. Yet another announcement giving people no opportunity to plan and prepare. Those of us who have had this figured out for quite a long time are now banging our heads against a brick wall. That anybody in their right mind could think that this is still about controlling a virus. The government have told us all along their plans. All along it's been there in black and white for us. I did a video back in July where I analysed a government document called Preparing for a Challenging Winter 2020-21. Check the video out. It's called, I think I called it, I just read a government document that chilled my blood, part 1 and part 2. In that document, they told us social distancing will continue. Social interaction will never return to pre-pandemic levels. Face masks will be mandated. And I drew the conclusion from that video, and I'm on record saying it, don't be surprised if they do a Christmas lockdown. How to break a nation's spirit, subject them to 10, 11 months of relentless fear and propaganda. Remove millions of jobs from people. Remove medical services. Create a divide in society where you pay some people to do absolutely nothing, and you make other people be unable to run their businesses. How to psychologically break a child. Drip feed them with fear for a whole year. Make them wear face masks when they go to school. I really, really do question the sanity of anybody now who is on board with all of this. I'm not talking about people who can see both sides of it, although if this doesn't convince you, nothing will. But I question the sanity of anybody who thinks this is humane, this is acceptable, this is proportional, this is necessary. And also for anybody who still thinks, in their blind ignorance, because I'm sorry, that this is all just a series of cock-ups. How incompetent can you be? No government is this incompetent. It's all been planned. Everything's been hiding there in plain sight if you bothered to look. The statistics relating to the infection rate, to the death rate, the fact that this was declassified to a non-high consequence infectious disease on the 19th of March. It's all been hiding there in plain sight for you. The fact that only 0.1% of people have died with symptoms of this virus. God knows what this is going to do, particularly to people in the south of England who've had Christmas cancelled. God knows. It does break my heart to think what's happening to this country. And even more so, the lack of awareness, the lack of bravery and the lack of courage in the general population. The ignorance, the naivety, the stupidity and the cowardice. It is time, people, to wake up, and it's time to fight back, because we are at war now. We are at war, and it didn't have to come to this. It did not have to come to this if people would have had their eyes open and showed a bit more nous months ago, but no, too many people haven't. So, let me ask you this question. After all the lies that have been told, who are you going to continue to believe? Are you going to continue to believe Boris Johnson, Chris Whitty, Matt Hancock, Keir Starmer? Are you going to continue to believe the BBC, Sky, all those hypocrites, all those nasty pieces of work who are telling you what to do? It's one rule for them and one rule for the rest of us. Or are you going to believe people like me, who are making sacrifices, taking risks, who've spoken out, and lots of other people like me as well who are doing the same thing? Who do you trust more? Who's telling the truth? Do you think I'm telling the truth? Or do you think I'm the one who's telling lies? Think about this. You've got to wake up. You've got to wake up. I'll speak to you soon.